Hello everyone and welcome to an unboxing of Blood Bowl, the second season edition. I have a genuine question to start. Why is this called the second season when I believe it's the fourth iteration of the game? Not necessarily the edition, but iteration. Is it because it's the first time they've changed some of the core rules, streamlined things? Is that why? Genuine question. I don't know why it's the second edition. Anyway, earlier this year I did an unboxing of the 2016 starters. Yes, I said that right. Starter set, which I picked up cheaply, and little did I realise they were releasing a second edition box. We have it here, and we're going to take a look at what's inside. All I've done is take off the poly wrap. So my dog stands next to me and cries. It's football, it's fine. Well, it's more like rugby, but still. Oh, the sprue isn't nearly as neat from what I remember from the 2016 box. It's just kind of thrown in here, huh? Okay. So there should be, I think this is one of the two referees, maybe? No, I'm not sure. This just appears to be miscellaneous gibble. Perhaps optional, oh, well, there's a ball there. Optional orcish adornments, perhaps? And in this one, because it does come with two referees, as far as I'm aware, an elf and a dwarf. Oh, you know what? That's probably the star player across two sprue, because he's not part of the core team. You get the Bogenhafen Barons and the Thunder Valley Greenskins, I think they're called. But each one of them has a star player option included as well, which you don't need to run. In fact, if you're just playing a default, like, friendly 1 million gold game, you can't play them, I think. I don't think there's enough room in the budget for that. But yeah, I believe these little parts are the orc. He's called Gulchur, I think. And Griff Overvald is the human star player. So this is the core, one of two core bits of sprue for the orcish team. Standard Blood Bowl sprue, you get their flippable coin, you get their turn and reroll markers, and a couple of ball options, and a couple of customizable heads usually. It's a mixture of snotlings and larger black orcs from what I recall. So you'll probably get 4 or 6 equivalent linemen, or maybe it's the snotlings, I guess. A couple of blitzers maybe, and their unique class that I can't remember the name of. Is it Bruiser? I might be thinking of the starter set that came, or the orcs in the 2016 starter set. So then you've got your pass marker to know whether you're doing handoff, short pass, long ball, and then that's for direction of ball bouncing. And when you're doing a kick in from the side, you put that on the side, and that's your randomized direction. These are exactly the same, like identical to the 2016 starter set. So if you have those, you don't require this. This looks like Griff Overvald. I hope I'm saying his name right. They say it like a billion times in the Blood Bowl 2 video game, so you'd think I'd have it ingrained by now, but that is him, so that's why that's on a separate sprue. So that is the human, and this is the ogre you get, which is also not necessary in the team if you want to just play a million, I think. But it's the same model as the one you could buy separately, and have been able to for a while. I think his chest plate might be a bit different, but other than that it's the same pose. There's the referees. So that's your elven referee right there. And then in two halves, you've got your dwarf. He's pointing at a book, I think, or whistling. One of them's holding a book, one of them's holding up the red card. So apologies for the sawing in the background. It's going to be like that for at least another week, as far as I'm aware. This, I believe, is just more bits of the orc. I'm actually not sure what this is. Oh, I totally forgot. The orc team comes with a troll. This is the troll. And again, this is the same troll sprue that I believe you could buy separately for the previous edition as well, where he's kind of like half picking up a goblin or something to throw. And then these are the Bogenhafen Barons, the human team. A bit more fancy than the Reckland Reavers that you got in the 2016 starter set. They've got more money, they're more affluent, and they like showing it. And that's their coin down there, and their turn marker is a griffin, which is actually kind of neat. It's also smaller and thinner than the rest, so I believe it would probably stand up better. I feel like those should have thicker bases sometimes, so they're more sturdy, so you don't accidentally knock them. And then that's the sprue for the other half. You can see a lot of their like feathered helmets and whatnot. They're very ostentatious. That's a good word. Should have thought of that word sooner. So then we just have, is this going to be covered? Right, place a bet right now. You can comment if you want before I flip this over. Is the other side of this going to be filled with advertisements? Not necessarily for Blood Bowl stuff, could be for any Games Workshop stuff. I'm going to say yes. I believe it is, because there was something similar in the 2016 box. Place your bets. Oh, okay. I don't know if that would count or not, because this is all the existing teams that are usable in this new edition. It doesn't include, oh no, it does include a new team, the Necromantic Horror team. I actually have them sitting off to the side here, along with the magazine for them, which is neat. Alright, that wasn't what I was expecting. It's just showing you all the team rosters. That's nice, barring any new ones they do for this edition, obviously. And then we've got the good stuff. 1 billion, trillion, million bases. Don't bother counting them, I did it already. We have the themed, well, themed in the sense that they're green. The themed dice for the orcs that come in the starter box. You've got your block dice, 3 d6s, a d16, a d8, and that's it, I think. Yeah. And then the red dice for the Bogenhafen Barons. Again, exactly the same, the 2 block dice. Only 2 d6, sorry. And then the other specials. Oh, of course, because you get 3 block dice, because that's the most dice you can roll against someone when you go in it for a block. So, very impressed that the rulebook for this edition is a hardback. And also, if you don't want the rest of the stuff in this box, you can buy this separately for a suspiciously fair price. I don't usually use the word suspiciously when I'm talking about a deal. It's just, everything involving this edition for Blood Bowl is super, super fair. Like, I'm very surprised at Games Workshop's pricing for it. There's some cards at the back of this, so I'm just very quickly cutting it open off camera. I had scissors ready this time. I believe it's your cheat sheets, your quick reference for when you're playing, for just like how you do kick-off and casualty tables, etc. But let's confirm, just in case. Put that to one side. So the cards at the back were indeed cheat sheets and quick reference. Yeah, quick reference. So you get 2 of those. And you'll put those to one side. And then you have the rulebook itself. Very impressive. 137 pages if you count this last one. Thunder Valley Greenskins, I think I got it right. Nice. And yeah, Varag Gulcher is their star player. So I'm not going to sit and go through the entire rulebook. I will just say it is impressive to see a hardback. For the most part, Blood Bowl hasn't changed. It's been streamlined in the sense that superfluous stats... Oh, nice page marker too. Superfluous stats have been incorporated. Like, you always used to get a +1 to passing just in general, so they've just incorporated that into everybody's pass stat, which is also now separate from agility. Going for it's have been renamed into rushes, I think, and some other miscellaneous stuff just to streamline it a little bit, but more or less it's near enough identical. So if you are familiar with the older editions of Blood Bowl, there isn't much to change. Stat cards are easier to read, knowing what you have to roll for a pass, a block, or sorry, a pass or a injury roll, etc., etc. It's all streamlined and easier. So then we have transfers on the bottom, but we have our Blood Bowl Dugouts and double-sided board. We'll take a look at that in a second, and then assembly instructions. I don't have enough room on my table for all this stuff. Anyway, I'll put that to one side. So we have transfers, assembly instructions. You don't need to worry about that too much. I believe it's 2 teams of 12. I mean, 12 is the minimum usually, or maybe 13 counting the star players, and enough to field for a standard game or the start of a league game. Or if you just want to go nuts, I think exhibition games can be up to 14 or 1.4 million, which lets you have room for the star players. Sorry for the noise. Oh, one of the dugouts just fell. Dugouts are simple enough. So you've got your turns, free rerolls, or team rerolls rather, and up at the top is the score counter for touchdowns, and it's double-sided to fit the theme of the 2 sides of the course. Also, just quickly point out, if you pre-ordered and while they still had stocks, Games Workshop was also giving away Christmas-themed dugouts for some reason. I don't really know. I think they kind of fit the ogre pitch. I think that had snow on it. if you wanted to thematically match. We'll get this out of the way so I can quickly show you the table. I might not have enough room, we'll see. It's a little bit tough to fit all in frame, but this is the human side, the Bogenhafen Barons side of the double-sided pitch. So one half on the left that I know you can't quite see, but then on the right you've got your touchdown, you've got your line of scrimmage, you've got your wings, and half and half. And then if we turn it over real quick, you can kind of see. Oh, I accidentally knocked some miniatures. Move that out of the way. A little bit more boring looking, but if you like the stone designed pitches for the orcs, or I think this fits dwarves personally more so, but still, you can see people have been chucking wine bottles and stuff. It's neat. I like that. So yeah, that's the other side, a cold stone surface. A bit hard to fit in on this table. It's a 2x3, I think, in length, approximately. And yeah, good quality. And also, I would actually just say, because I've got the light pretty close behind me, the glare isn't that bad at all. In fact, it's pretty... Been playing a lot of Blackstone Fortress, and believe me, the cardboard in that game glares. This does not seem to glare nearly as much or at all. That's actually really impressive. So yeah, that is a look at everything inside the 2020 Blood Bowl 2nd Season Edition box that you get. Just different enough. And it's a great jumping in point if you're interested in Blood Bowl. The rulebook does apparently have rules for all the previous existing teams. Going forwards, though, you'll have to get the Spike magazine issues that are relevant to them, like for that Necromantic team. The rules are included in here for them. I mean, you get a free printout in the book for them as well, but this has some background information and it's pretty fun read as well. So yeah, you will be seeing some Blood Bowl on the channel soon-ish, TM. The Reckoning Reavers are good to go, but they need someone to fight. So we'll see what goes on from there. Thank you for watching, though. I hope this informed your purchasing decisions. Thanks for watching, and until next time, ta-ta for now.